BTS reaction time!
Yeah! Hey, today we're gonna get ready for an emotional journey. You're gonna come along with us.
Aww.
This is BTS Hardships, a video by XLS. And I've been trying to put this off for a long time because I know how emotional you get watching videos about their struggles, their trials and tribulations.
That's right. So there's more crying after all we've seen from BTS, like story, backstory.
You know, I think the overall story we have an idea about, but there's actually very specific things that they've went through in the past. The rise of the antis, how they've been sort of accused of plagiarism. Not with like the music they write, but apparently like their attire and their clothes.
What?
Like I know it's like
there's a plagiarism on that. Wow.
I don't know if the word plagiarism is the right word. It sounds like it's not used properly here, but it sounds like there's actually a lot of other history that was going on in their rise that, you know, was why the army is so loyal to them today. So we're going to find out and learn more about this. The person who recommended this says, like, I want to see Lulu cry again. Here's the video. I know. I'm like, you are one cruel woman.
My goodness. You already know me.
Let's check it out.
Yay.
All right. And away we go. This video was not made in order to relive the sadness or to hold grudges against others. This was made to remind us that even though they've gone through all these hardships, they never stopped fighting for their dreams. There's no success
without hardship, John. And then the background would like that, so I'm gonna be...
You're already crying. I can feel it already. I can feel it already. That's a beautifully done intro, by the way.
방탄소년단이 무대에 올라갔을 때 뭐 이제 분장을 한다. 또 메이크업을 하는 거 어떤 힙합과 충돌되는
아니 분장 그런 게 아니라 여자.
What? Shut the front door. Come on.
Shut the front door.
여자같이 입고 다니는
Girl, I feel you. I want to know what's their response to that.
They always cut that off.
Because we've seen that. Yeah, we've seen that part many times.
This is the plagiarism, yeah, the look. What?
Wow. I hate whoever said that.
I must not understand, like, what is a good-looking man
Are you kidding me?
Because I thought J-Hope was the cutest one.
Yes, exactly.
I guess I'm not a good judge of beauty. Male beauty. Sajaegi? What a response. You think we bought our albums?
We don't have
We got no money.
We're small. Oh, look at that. Now look at them. Why? Oh, because he sang the Loser song?
Oh, because the title's called Loser.
Uh-huh. So they
thought they
interpret
were
it.
like, you guys are losers.
Oh, they stopped?
What?
Wow. Oh, I heard that.
I mean, why? Why was he getting... Actually, I think it's good that they went through that. That means that their lyrics today are so much more thoughtful. You could tell they really pour a lot into how they write music.
Wow.
There are a lot of haters.
환호가 끝나기도 전에 비난이 몰려왔다. 열심히 하는 것만으로는 아무것도 이룰 수 없을 것 같았다. 꿈, 열정, 노력은 아무 힘이 없는 것 같았다.
My God, they even have their goals and what the... Oh. I get it now. It's not like these antis hate BTS. They love their other group that was dominant at the time, and they didn't want BTS to rise up and beat them. That's like fandom gone wrong. That's what that is.
저희 뮤직뱅크 첫 1위 할때 기타부터 불러 그때
We saw this.
저희 할머니가 4구제였어요. 49제. 그래서 처음으로 할머니한테 월급 한 번만 했어요.
Yeah, they took it negatively.
Whoa, whoa. So here's the thing, right? And I think it's really important now that ARMY recognizes BTS as number one, is that don't lose sight of how you protect your boys. Because we started to notice people like even attack us because they don't like some of the things we said. Like that's the kind of behavior that when your group is number one, you do to everyone else. You squash and sit on everyone else that doesn't agree with you. And I'm seeing that behavior starting to develop, and that's dangerous. You have to be always conscious and be humble, even when you're part of this, like as a fan.
That's why they get very emotional every time, during this season when they get the reward because of all the controversy.
This is only 2 years ago.
Wow, look at that. Humble beginning. Now they can't do that anymore.
Beautiful.
Nicely said, Excellent.
Wow, that was some great editing actually to be able to summarize it that way. Great job.
Wow. And there's a very, very important message at the end of the video. So, like you said.
Yeah, I think the important message today really is to not forget what they went through and where they are now. Because them being so dominant, it is easy to treat everyone who's coming after your throne, or to view it as everyone coming after your throne as a threat. And I think the problem here is, and in fact, because we weren't part of this, and even though we're part of the army and we love them, I feel like I could take a step back and view this more objectively. And I think the problem here isn't the army versus the antis. It's this culture that's developed in K-pop where you fuel fandom. And this is actually, I'll take a step back even from K-pop. Any fandom out there turns people into this sort of rabid base. And as you develop your love and passion for one thing, at some point you become so obsessed with it, you get a warped sense of protecting that thing. It's almost like a mother who's become so protective that you actually harm your child because you spoiled them, or you hurt other children to give your child a shot to go to a better school or do better in life. You know what I'm saying? You step on others to get up there. And I've seen this happen for a number of things because I worked in the video game industry, and I worked on Marvel superhero games and stuff like that. I've seen the fandom with Marvel and DC turn ugly. So when Marvel was starting to do well, they would pick on DC, your movies suck, you guys will never go anywhere. And deliberately try to harm them and leave bad reviews for their movies.
Right.
It's an ugly sort of side of fandom. So it's not just happening in K-pop, and it's not just happening to BTS. But the fact that there's so many aspects of BTS Rise, which is this underdog scenario, that it makes it an easy target for everyone who's in a dominant position to step on them.
I guess my take here is very simple. That's already, we surpassed all those struggles and now BTS is on top. Armies should just be humble, right? Be open-minded. Whoever's making bad towards BTS, just ignore them. I think that's what...
I think there's even a better way to do it. I think what I have seen, and there's definitely some ARMY people who have taken a more negative tone, while there's other ones actually I think have latched onto a much better approach, which is to kill them with kindness.
Okay.
Meaning, in other words, like when
that.
someone says bad to you, you say something back to them like, you know what, that's an ignorant statement, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Our boys, we will protect them. And one day you will see the light because their stuff is so good, right? So like, I want you to become a fan one day. This is not like what I call a love-hate scenario of like, you can never love something because you can never believe in it. You may like one BTS song one day and open your mind to it. Like, maybe that's the gateway that you become a BTS fan.
True.
I like that scenario.
Yeah.
I like if you can basically turn someone who's a non-believer into someone who is a believer.
Right. Because, you know, I'm going to change that to not to just ignore, because now I realize it's hard to ignore, right? Especially when I'm an ARMY and I'm like so protective to my babies. It's hard to ignore. But I think, yeah, like
in fact,
you said,
I would
be
say
positive
you have been
in
even
a
starting
way
to develop
you,
some of these fandom
like,
behaviors.
you just
You become very biased even, where you would say things like, well, I don't care what they say. Well, that's my boys. That's the kind of language that starts to suggest a development towards a bias that financially can be unhealthy if you're not open to the fact that there will always be people who don't get BTS and always people who don't like it. And the point is, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? As long as it doesn't get...
just try to be positive and be kind to other people around us.
Now I have an even better strategy here for like how to take ARMY and BTS to the next level. And this is also, I would say, even great career advice, right? Like, if you are creating something and you become well known for it, you will get people who love your work, and you will get people who hate your work. And if you get so caught up in that, you will never go on to create the next big thing. So the point is to always create from within. Create stuff that that drives you. And the minute you're done with something, go think about the next big journey and bring your fans along with you for that journey. So the ARMY should not be focused about fighting off the haters. What they should be focused on is, where do we take BTS next?
True. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
why focus on a bad
because that's what people do. So
stuff.
Many music artists, so many celebrities get so caught up in that game, and they think that I'm famous, so I got to defend my reputation. And my point is, you're famous because of the work you created. Mm-hmm. So if you're not creating more work, that fame will peter out at some point. So for BTS, the next big thing, maybe it's music, or maybe it's some message or some charity or something that they believe is better for the world. And they have shared a lot about what they believe in. Yeah. They have a lot of stuff that talk about like how to be true to yourself, how to be stronger, how they're channeling the things that they struggle with. And they didn't get a chance to grow up and deal with it in a very positive way. They came out of it, stronger. They said, look, this is how we become stronger. We want to share that with you so that, you have these things that you go through in your life as well. Mm-hmm. To level up means that you constantly have to think about the next thing and push at the next thing rather than always think back and address things behind you. Wow. You got all that? I don't have to write that down, all right? I'm not very good at writing papers anymore, so...
A lot of these we've already seen on Who is BTS, right? So some of it as well are new, so I get emotional. But hey, whoever you are, I didn't really cry that much. Did I cry? I don't know.
You've been crying all day. Again, Celeste, y'all. You have to go, y'all. Subscribe, follow her, support her because she creates great content.
That's right. ARMY.